What's up everybody, Shadow the Wolf here. I'm coming at you today with my very first cooking show. We are going to be doing Cooking with Shadow, episode 1. So today, I'm going to be teaching all of you how to make an amazing grilled cheese sandwich. Let's begin. So first off, we have our bread here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and butter the bread, but I'm going to give it a little extra kick. So I have some bacon fat here. Now we don't want to use too much because the bacon fat will grease up the bread, make it a little too salty and a little greasy. So I'm going to take bacon fat and we're just going to smear just a little spread over our bread here. Just enough to touch part of the bread. Now you want to make sure you're doing it on the right side that you're going to put down on the grill. So we got bacon fat and we're greasing up the bread. So as you can see, I'm kind of really stretching it thin. That's a very important part. If it's too thick, it will grease up your bread and it will be soggy. You don't want a soggy sandwich. Nobody wants a soggy grilled cheese. Alright, so the bacon fat's done. Now we're going to go ahead and move on with the butter. So for the butter, I'm going to do something a little different. I take one of the sides with the bacon fat and I'm gonna go and grease that up. Butter's a little firm, so you gotta be careful not to squish the bread. Alright, so we're starting to spread out a little bit. Yeah, it's a little cold butter. So we got the butter. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because there is going to be butter on the grill. So we got this side done. Right, so now that we got the butter done, we're going to go ahead and turn this over and move on to the cheese. So I have two types of cheese here. I have an aged Tillamook cheddar and an Irish cheddar. So we're going to kind of alternate with it. I like a nice little mixture. Try not to slice my finger off, right? Alright, so we're just going to cut. We don't want it too thick because if the cheese is too thick, it won't melt, and nobody wants a weird warm cheese sandwich that hasn't melted. So we're going to go ahead and put some cheese on here, go over to the aged cheddar, and then we're going to alternate. Little back and forth. Now the blocks are very thin, so it'll take us a little bit to cut the cheese. No fart jokes. Alright, so we got the cheese on the sandwich. Now, one of the things I do is, on the other slice of bread that we just flipped, I do add some butter to this side. And you'll see why later. So spread that out. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. I'm actually shaking because I'm very hungry. I'm a hungry wolf. Alright, got some nice butter on this. Make sure it's not too thick. Once again, we do not want a wet sandwich. Now we're going to go ahead and grease up the grill. Alright, look at that. Greasing up the griddle. La, 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 la. Right. So we got a good amount of butter on here. It's not too crazy, so it will work beautifully. Now we're going to go ahead, put the cheese piece on, right there. Boom. Beautiful. And we're going to put this piece on. And you'll notice one of the sides with butter has the butter still on top. And you'll see that in a minute. So we're going to go ahead now and let the cheese cook. Okay, so as we cook the cheese, one of the things I like to do, I actually like to put a lid on top. What that does, it traps some of the heat and it actually helps the cheese to melt just a little bit faster. So we're going to do that, and when the cheese is just about done, we're going to take the lid off and flip the sandwich. So get right back to you when it's done. Okay guys, so the bread is ready to flip, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to scoop this up. Now one of the things I actually do, I take the hot end and I put it right on top of the cheese. And that's why I buttered this side, because now we're gonna flip it and cook this side. Look at that beautiful, beautiful crust right there. You can just hear that. Crispy. Okay, so we're letting that side finish, and then it'll be all done. So next up, I'm gonna show you something really cool. What goes better with grilled cheese than chips, right? So I'm gonna give you a real good, detailed orientation of how to make chips. So one of the most important things you do is, first of all, you go over and you grab the bag. Next thing you do, you open it. And then you just take some chips and you put them on the plate. And that's how you make chips. I know, me and my terrible comedy. Alright, so now that we got the chips on the plate, let's go ahead and check this sandwich. And it should just about be done. We're going to let that crisp up a little more, and then we will show you when the sandwich is done. So one of the reasons I put the hot side down, I said it helps to melt the cheese, but then as you have the raw side of the bread now on the grill getting nice and crispy, it gives you a good amount of crisp all the way through the sandwich, and it gives plenty of time for the cheese to really get nice and gooey. Oh, look at me breaking the magic. I got my human hands. But yeah, so the bread should just about be done, and then we're going to serve the sandwich. Alright guys, so the bread is nice and crispy, so we're going to go ahead and take this off the grill and flip it right over onto the plate. Look at that. Beautiful crust on both sides. And the cheese should be nice and crispy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut the sandwich at a diagonal so you can really see that melty cheese. Woo! That's hot. Woo! Hello. Ow, ow. Alright. Take a look at that beautiful melted grilled cheese sandwich. Alright. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. If you're new, hit the bell for notifications, because, you know, YouTube. But yeah, hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. And I will see you guys next time for another exciting episode of Cooking with Shadow. Have a nice day.